Good day, students. Today we're going to look at the fourth term of genetics. So we are looking at the recessive traits. So what is recessive trait? Recessive trait is a trait that is masked by a dominant trait. It will only come up when the dominant trait is absent. So let's redefine the recessive trait. It's a trait that is only going to show up or that is expressed in the absence of a dominant trait. A trait that is expressed in the absence of a dominant trait. And don't forget that the recessive trait is controlled by a recessive gene, while the dominant trait is also controlled by the dominant gene. Okay? So, for example, it is always represented with a lowercase, a lowercase. For example, when we consider the height, the recessive trait for height is what? Height is what? We have short, that is small letter t. So the small letter t will only show up in the physical appearance of an individual when there is no dominant trait. Are you there? Another example is you have the blood group. In this case, you will not have it as a lowercase. It is still the capital letter. But there is a gene for blood group that is recessive gene, which controls the recessive trait, and that is blood group O. So blood group O is a recessive gene which controls the recessive traits. Now let's go to the fifth, which is homozygous traits, or we say homozygous gene or homozygous genotype. Let's use genotype for it. Okay, that means I need to explain the genotype before I talk about the homozygous. So let's talk about the genotype first so that I can get it better. So let's have it here. We have the genotype. From the word genotype, that is, it consists of gene. However, you say it is the totality of gene or the total sum of gene and offspring inherit from its parents for a particular trait. Okay? The total sum of gene and offspring inherit from its parents. Okay? So we can say it is the total sum of gene and offspring inherit from its parents. It is denoted by two letters. It's denoted by what? By two letters. Okay, so we have the two letters. So the two letters will form your genotype. For example, capital letter T and capital letter T. This is a genotype. You can also combine capital letter T and small letter t. It's also the genotype. Are you there? Then small letter t and small letter t is also the genotype. Then let's look at the blood group genotype. The blood group has the genotype called the blood group genotype. We have what is called the blood group genotype. So the blood group genotype are six. We have six of them. We have A, we have A, O, We are combining between three alleles. A, comma B, comma O. These are the three alleles. So we have the AA, we have the AO, we have the AB, we have the BB, we have the BO, and we have the OO. This is the genotype, another genotype, another genotype, another genotype, another genotype, another genotype. So we're having six genotypes for the blood, for the blood group. Okay, let's consider another genotype. We have what is called the hemoglobin genotype. The hemoglobin genotype has two alleles. We have the A allele and the S allele. When you combine this, you're going to have three genotypes for hemoglobin. For height, we have three genotypes. Are you there? For height, we have three genotypes. For blood group, we have six genotypes. And for hemoglobin, we have three also. So when we combine between A and S, we're going to have three combinations. We have AA, we have AS, and we have SS. Now let's go to what is called the phenotype. The phenotype. From the word pheno is physical appearance. It is the phenotype is the expression of the gene. It is the what? Expression. This one is total sum of gene. But out of these two, which is the total sum, this is total sum, total sum. One of them is expressed in the physical appearance, and that is what is called the phenotype. So you can say phenotype means the physical appearance of an individual. Perfect. Physical appearance, that's what we're seeing, the traits we're seeing. So you can say the physical traits of an individual, or we go by saying it is the expression of the gene. It is expressed, that is, you see it outward. Okay? Or you say it is the expression of the gene, expression of gene, and organism inherits from its parents. Are you there? It is always donated by single letter. Most times. For example, you have capital letter T and small letter t. This is the, okay, let's have a table here. The genotype here, this is the genotype, capital letter T and capital letter T. This is for tallness. So if you want to express, this person will be tall outside. That is his phenotype. That is his physical, the physical trait. So we're going to have capital letter T. This person has a genotype of big T, small t. The physical appearance of this person, this is tall, this is tall. The physical appearance of this person will still be T. That is tall. Okay? So when this person is now small t, okay, the physical appearance of this person will be small t, and that is short. And that is what we mean by the phenotype. The phenotype is a physical trait or the expression of the gene and offspring inherits from its parents. In the next class, we are going to continue with the important terminologies in genetics. Goodbye.